Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's me again, Mark, and we're back and we're making another video. And for this one, we're gonna be planting the pot that I bought. Okay, can you see it? The pot that I bought outside. So yeah, we have that. But first, I think we need to get the plants that we're gonna be planting first. So I think I'm gonna be using this one. This is a slightly neglected, like a very baby flora. Okay, all of my plants here are actually very neglected because I've been sick recently and I'm still recovering, but I'm hoping that I will be back on our videos again. And so we're gonna be removing this one from this pot, and then also I'm gonna be grabbing some of my ghost plants right over there at the front. So I'm gonna be using them because I don't think that they're growing in their small clay pots, so we're gonna move them to that ceramic planter. And then also I will be taking some more of the other succulents that I have here, and I will be planting them outside. So now let's first take out this plant from its pot. Okay, so now we have all the plants right here, okay, laid down on the ground, and I'm gonna be switching the camera. I'll be showing you the plants that we're gonna be planting in this container. Okay, so we have this big one, the Flora. Okay, I think that it's the best one to put in a big container. And we have also our ghost plants right there. I made the potting mix from the pumice from those plants. They didn't have a lot of roots, so I added a lot more organic materials in their potting mix so that once they establish here, they can produce more roots. Now I also have this aloe that is a little bit dehydrated, okay, but I'm hoping that this one will grow bigger in this container. And we also have this sedum that is quite problematic right now. Okay, it's not drinking water, so I'm thinking that I will need to reset all the stems. Okay, so the leaves are all dried up, and one of the stems here are actually showing, yes, signs that it's got stem rot. So yeah, I'm gonna be cutting up all the stems, and then we're gonna be reestablishing them in this spot, and I'm hoping that we can still save it. Okay, I'm gonna just be checking for more rotten stems on that one. Okay, so now let's plant this container. Okay guys, so I think it turned out pretty great. Okay, pardon the mess that we have. Okay, so look at that. So nice. Yes. Look at that. Looks like a real succulent arrangement. And look at the mess that I made. Okay, we've got leaves dropped out of the sedum burrito because the stems were really bad. There were, I think, 3 stems that I had to cut off because it wasn't doing really well, and I just plopped them into the soil. I won't be watering this yet, but I'm hoping that they will be rerooting and they will still have some energy left on these dried leaves to reroot and to establish again. And so I'm hoping that we can still make them survive. Yes, so I'm actually not getting any um, progress on these plants on the inside, so I've been watering them in this container of theirs, and the root ball were just like this small, so it didn't reach down to the bottom of their pot. So I think it's the bad potting mix that they've had. So now I'm hoping that this potting mix will be better for them, and because they will get more sun here, I'm hoping that they can produce more roots. Now this is another Portulacaria that is dried up, that I'm also not been watering recently because I've been sick, so some of my plants are just neglected. So I'm hoping that this one will recover here. This is an aloe brevifolia that I really like, and I'm hoping that this one will do better here as well because it wasn't also doing good in its old potting mix. The roots were so small, so now I'm hoping that it can reroot in this bigger pot. Okay, we also have our titubans. Now, I wasn't actually intending to use these or these, but I'm hoping that they will, when I saw them inside, I thought that they will look nice, filling up the space. Now, I know titubans are very vigorous growers, and these ones are actually newly watered, so they were dropping all of their leaves. Okay, so I'm just careful not to ruin the rosettes, but I think that they still have that rose-shaped appearance. Okay, the calanchoes that I have, the several ones that I've had. Okay, pardon the kids crying at the neighbors. Now also we have our Graptopetalum paraguayense. These are trailing plants actually once you manage to grow them big. So I'm actually setting them up so that they can trail. Now we also have this large Echeveria gibiflora as the main centerpiece of the arrangement. Yes, so I think it will provide some shade to the plants around it so that they will not be overly burned by the hot sun if it gets sunny. And this place actually gets full sun, so it will get sun in the morning from that direction. Okay, and then it will get sun up until midday, and when the afternoon sun is over there, it will not be reaching this container anymore. So now we also have our aloe right here that has a lot of pops. Okay, I'm just hoping that it will continue growing there. And we also have my Psidium pachyphilum at the back, and you can see it still has a lot of space, but I won't be putting any plants in there anymore. I'm just letting the plants that are already in here to fill up the space even more. So we have these Psidium pachyphilums at the back, so I'm hoping that they will still grow compact even if they get, you know, not morning sun. Okay, let's just take this dried. Oh, it's not dried. Okay, so yeah, that's about the process of how I made this little container, this little ceramic container here in my house, here at the front of our house. We will be seeing this every time we come in at the house. So I'm hoping that this will just continue growing beautifully, because currently we're getting into the rainy season, so it's not going to be very hot. So I'm hoping that this will not be sunburned, and also I'm hoping that the rain will water these succulents so that they can keep on growing without my help. Now let me also just say that this is an experiment for me. This is the first time that I'm going to be trying this one. So if you don't want to risk the same risk that I'm going to be doing here, avoid this. But if you want to try, you can also try an outdoor arrangement like this one on your place. So I'm hoping that this video gave you an idea. And I think that's about it for this video, guys. I will see you on the next one. Bye bye.